In this video, we're going to work on the ALEKS problem called sine, cosine, and tangent ratios, numbers for side length. This problem is going to give us a triangle. The side lengths for all three sides are provided, and then the three angles are labeled A, B, and C, and is asking us to solve for the sine, cosine, and tangent of one of the angles of the triangle. This problem is asking me to solve the sine, cosine, and tangent of angle B, so I'm just going to highlight that right there. What we want to keep in mind when we're solving this problem is the trick that helps us calculate these properties, sine, cosine, and tangent, and that is SOHCAHTOA, which tells us that the sine of whatever angle we're talking about, like B in this case, is the opposite side, so over the hypotenuse. I had to think through it in my head for a second. The cosine, so ca is A over H, and the tangent is SOHCAHTOA, opposite over adjacent. And again, that's our mnemonic, SOHCAHTOA. So once we have that identified, then what we need to do next is label for angle B, label the opposite, the hypotenuse, and the adjacent sides. The opposite is pretty easy. The opposite side from angle B is literally the side opposite from it. And then of the other two, one of these is the hypotenuse and one of these is the adjacent side. Of these two, the hypotenuse is the larger or the longer of the two. So for this triangle, this is the hypotenuse, it's the larger one, and this is the one that we label the adjacent side. So for our sine of B, which is the opposite over the hypotenuse, that is 12 over 13. I'm just plugging in the values of those sides. Got to be a little bit careful over here in the answer box because ALEKS has rearranged sine, cosine, and tangent from what we normally, the normal convention of labeling them or describing them. Cosine of B is going to be our adjacent side, which is 5 over the hypotenuse, which is 13. And the tangent is the opposite over the adjacent, which is 12 over 5.